Now you are.
You sure I'm on?
There you are.
I'm on. Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. I will call the council meeting of January 8th, 2025 to order. Will you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, will you please call roll?
Madden.
Here.
Foster. Vincent.
Here.
Almer. Bilski.
Here.
Perry. Here. Silver.
All right, is there a nomination to appoint the council president for 2025?
I'd like to make a nomination, please, to nominate Brent Silver to continue as president of council.
Why, thank you.
And it.
Thank you. I accept the nomination. Do we just go right into the vote then? Are there any other nominations? I don't want to ask that. Any other nominations? All right, Anna, will you please call roll?
Oh, aren't you supposed to say like motion to close nominations?
Yeah, it would be, it's in order to have a motion to close the nominations and instruct the clerk to
Yes,
cast a
Jane, I know that.
unanimous ballot for Mr. Silver as council president.
So moved, exactly what he just said. How's that?
Now I could call roll. Sorry, I should have wrote that down for you.
Madden.
Yes.
Foster. Vincent. Alner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Perry.
Yes.
Silver.
Yes. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. I will make a nomination to appoint Stacy Vincent as council president pro tem for 2025. Is there a second on that?
Second.
Thank you, Jeff. And repeating what,
Any other nominations?
are there any other nominations? Okay.
In order to have a motion to close the
Motion to close the nomination and ask the clerk to cast a unanimous vote.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. I will second that motion. Will you please call roll?
Madden.
Yes.
Foster. Vincent.
Yes, and thank you for the honor.
Alner.
Yes. They didn't vote yet.
Bilski.
Yes.
Perry.
Yes.
Silver.
Yes. Next item is an appointment of council representative to the Planning, Zoning, and Architectural Board of Review Commission for 2025. There's always one council representative on Planning and Zoning. For many years, it was Judd. When he was on council, he had to step down last year, so Stacy Vincent was the representative last year. I think she's looking to pass the torch. Kim and I spoke. She is excited for that opportunity, so I will be appointing Kim Olner as a council representative. It doesn't require a vote or anything. It's just an appointment.
I would like to make a statement if possible. I want to just take a moment to thank all of those involved in the Planning and Zoning ABR Commission, including members Scott, April, Kathy, Brian, and Anthony, along with Bob, who's here tonight, Annette, Brandon, Mark, Mayor Klein, Steve, and all of those who played a role in the hours upon hours of discussion and efforts involved. I definitely have an even greater appreciation for the tremendous amount of work that they all do constantly for our village. During my first term on council, I attended 4 years of planning and zoning meetings just to be a sponge and soak up all that I could. When the opportunity presented itself last January, I was honored to take the role on of council liaison to the commission and proud of the very steep learning curve that I surmounted. I was able to do so because of the patience, the flexibility, the integrity, the knowledge, the discerning acumen, and the genuine kindness of all of those aforementioned individuals. Despite wearing many hats already, I stepped up last year when Mayor Klein's new role opened up the council seat on planning and zoning as the only council member who expressed interest at that time. We accomplished an enormous amount together, and I truly enjoyed my year-long appointment on the commission tremendously. While I know there remains much work to be done, I do believe in the value of opportunity and giving others on council who are interested the chance to engage in the wonderful work. I hope the next person to fill this role, which is now decided, so congratulations, learns as much as I did and collaborates as well as those of us on the commission did this past year together. I will continue to wear the many hats I do in and for Orange Village, and don't be surprised if you see me at those planning and zoning meetings in the future. As you all know, I love this town. I value the work of this commission so greatly, and I look forward to its continued success. I want to thank you again for the opportunity, and I wish my colleague well in the year ahead.
Thank you. And like I said, this is a one-year appointment. So if anyone isn't interested in it, going forward, I don't think any of us up here have any professional experience in that area. So if anyone is interested in the future, my suggestion would be to just attend some meetings throughout the year, just to get a little working knowledge when the time comes. So congratulations, Kim, on that. We're going to skip around a little bit right now. I'm going to move ahead to old business, item G, ordinance 2024-31. It's an ordinance appointing Shireen McGee as the Assistant Prosecutor of Orange Village, providing compensation for the prosecutor and declaring an emergency. This is on for third reading. Is there a motion to approve ordinance 2024-31?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Jeff? Any questions or comments on this? I know we all had a chance to meet Shireen, one of the meetings, I think in December. I think everyone's excited for her to come aboard. She comes highly recommended and highly regarded. Any questions or comments? All right, Anna, please call roll.
Madden. Foster. Vincent.
Yes.
Allner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Perry. Silver.
Yes. Mayor, would you like to swear her in?
I would.
Shireen, can you come up to the front?
Good to see you again, Shireen. Now we can have you officially. I'd like you to turn a little bit so you're on camera. And repeat after me. Raise your right hand, please. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution for the State of Ohio,
the rules, regulations, and Charter of Orange Village,
the rules and regulations of the Charter of Orange Village,
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
that I will honestly, faithfully, and impartially
discharge my duties as Assistant Prosecutor
discharge my duties as Assistant Prosecutor
of Orange Village, State of Ohio,
of Orange Village, the State of Ohio,
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance of said office.
Congratulations.
Even if it's not spelled properly?
We had this discussion, and
It's okay.
the law director, blame him.
He's not listening.
Close enough. Hey, and, go down one of these is for you, and the other one give to Anna when you get down the line here.
Sure.
In the front.
In the front.
Front.
I'm gonna break your neck.
Trip over these cords.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
All right, congratulations.
Okay, now we're gonna go.
All right, congratulations and welcome aboard, Shireen. Moving on, is there a motion to confirm the appointment of Stephen Atwell as Orange Village Police Sergeant?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Kim. Is there a second?
Second.
Chief Roberts?
Are you cold?
A little chilly in here.
Detective Stephen Atwell has demonstrated a desire to help all members of this agency in a wide area of responsibilities while maintaining a high level of case closures by indictment and conviction. Almost every criminal case begins, passes through, or ends in an electronic environment, and his understanding of the internet technology on a high level has proven invaluable to our agency on investigations and operations levels. Stephen began his law enforcement career with the Orange Village Police Department in 2018 and was promoted to detective in 2023. Stephen is a 2018 graduate of John Carroll University, where he studied computer science, forensic science, human behavioral science, and crime scene investigation. Stephen studied high-tech crime hands-on during his college years, completed internships with several agencies, including the Ohio Internet Crimes Against Children, which is known as ICAC, Task Force, the U.S. Secret Service, Electronic Crimes Task Force, and the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office Task Force, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Investigations, and the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives. Following his college internships, Stephen joined the Newburgh Heights Police Department, where he was assigned to the ICAC Task Force. He continues to serve in this capacity now, representing the Orange Village Police Department with that agency. Stephen is joined here by his wife, Sam, and everyone else he has ever been related to, and they're all here ready to wave.
I guess you got it.
In his spare time, Stephen enjoys traveling and spending time with the aforementioned fan club. Members of council, I present Detective Stephen Atwell for your consideration for promotion to Detective Sergeant of the Orange Village Police Department.
Thank you very much, Chief. Any questions or comments?
I heard he had a 15-minute speech ready for, no?
All right, Anna, please call roll.
Madden,
Yes.
Foster. Vincent.
Yes.
Allner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Silver.
Yes.
Everybody up here for this. Someone should come up. You would like to have as a designee to badge on you. First, we have to give the vote.
Here's my son's age.
He's amazing. Can't live without him. Okay.
7 years ago. 30
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Stephen Atwell,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
do solemnly swear that I'll support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the rules, regulations, and charter of Orange Village,
the rules, regulations, and charter of Orange Village,
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as a police sergeant of Orange Village,
as a police sergeant of Orange Village,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
Congratulations. Okay, sign the paper, official.
All right.
One's for you and one's for Anna. I have to say, one of the great pleasures I have in working with the police department is working with Stephen. He's an absolute genius. And he can explain things even a 4-year-old child like I can understand. So, welcome. Take these, one's for you, and hand the other to Anna.
Congratulations.
I'm doing the race.
Congratulations.
While the Atwell clan is welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, if you wanted to depart, and all of the police officers here as well, we'll give you a moment to exit the room.
You're the chamber. Fun.
Yeah.
Ed, you can move on that side now if you wanted to sort of balance the room out.
Next time we'll reserve a seat, for you, Ed.
Both can move over there
Kind of looks so lopsided for me.
right now.
Yeah.
The room's tilting this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the bride's side.
All right, moving on. Is there a motion to approve the purchase of 2 Ford Interceptor Explorers from Montrose Ford for a total amount not to exceed $100,500, which is part of the state bid? Thank you, Lisa. Is there a second? Thanks, Stacy. Chief Roberts,
Testing.
you're on.
All right, for agenda item 8, this is a continuation of the fleet purchasing replacement program that we began last year. One of these police cars will be utilized in an unmarked capacity for a variety of operations that require less identification and will predominantly be used, but not limited to, the Deputy Chief of Police and is expected to provide a 10-year service life. The second vehicle is a fully marked cruiser that will replace an outgoing marked cruiser. The outgoing cruiser will be repurposed into a vehicle that will be used as a redundancy crime scene response unit by our detectives and/or evidence technicians as needed. These enhancements afford our agency an unprecedented level of readiness and timely replacement.
All right, thank you. Any questions or comments?
Quick question, do we have space, like, to keep these vehicles?
We have a 4-stall garage, and we have 14 total cruisers, marked and unmarked. So no, that's part of the future expansion talks for sure.
The car's in your driveway. You can just add one more in there.
No, they're back at school, so come use our driveway, so, yeah.
All right, any other questions or comments? Anna, please call roll.
Madden. Foster.
Yes.
Vincent. Allner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Harry. Yes. Silver.
Yes. Is there a motion to approve the outfitting of 2 Ford Interceptor Explorers from Hall Public Safety not to exceed $34,000?
So moved.
Thank you, Lisa. Is there a second?
I'll se-
I think I heard Jeff. Go ahead.
This motion is the associated expenses from Hall Public Safety. They are the up and down fitters of our cruisers and all the associated equipment that we put in.
We use them all the time, right, for this? Yeah. Okay. Any questions or comments? Anna, please call roll.
Madden.
Yes.
Foster. Vincent. Allner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Harry. Silver.
Yes. Is there a motion to approve the purchase of a 2025 Chevrolet 1500 4x4 from Tim Lally Chevrolet for a total amount not to exceed $46,942, which is part of the state bid?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Kim. Is there a second?
And it,
Thank you, Lisa. Bob, I think this is you.
Yes, this year's budget had $50,000 in the 200 accounts for replacement. This is replacing a 2013 Tahoe that was repurposed from the Orange Village Police Department and is quite old and seen its wear and tear. We're asking for $46,942. I would ask, though, that the motion be revised to read 2025 or newer with the following stipulation. It's about 1:55 today. I received notice from ODOT DAS program that actually the contract has been amended and extended, and in there the price has gone down and reflecting $44,318. So it's come down a couple $1,000, but I ask that the motion just carry the way it is now, not to exceed while we do our final due diligence and make sure, but it appears that there will be an additional savings on top of what we're asking for, so.
Can you ask him what he meant by 2025 or newer? Is it going to be a 2026?
Do we need to amend it to say 2025 or newer?
We should amend it to say 2025 or newer.
Okay.
Because the contract is 2025 or newer.
Okay.
Okay.
It was based on 2025 or newer.
Correct.
What do we need to do to amend it? Just say we're amending it?
Just indicate whoever made the motion and
I
second.
made the motion, so I'll amend it.
Okay. Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Good job.
Whoever seconded should also.
Did too.
All right, thank you. Any questions or comments on this? All right, Anna, please call roll.
Confused, I thought I did.
Madden. Foster.
Yes.
Vincent. Allner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Perry. Silver.
I meant to ask Bob, I'm sorry, we're going to put the old truck on that website where we dispose of? Yeah.
Yeah, once we get it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, moving on, is there a motion to declare the old fire department washer and dryer as surplus property and donate it to the East Cleveland Fire Department?
Moved.
Thank you, Stacy. I will make a second on this. Chief Genova?
Through some recent consolidation of resources, we found ourselves with an extra set of washers and dryers. We have no need nor the room for 2 sets. It still has some functional life in it, and one of our members who is a full-time firefighter at East Cleveland came to me wondering what we were going to do with it. Apparently they are without a washer and dryer, so asked if we could donate it. They don't have anything to wash their station gear or their equipment. So we're happy to provide something to improve the health and safety of fellow firefighters. So in lieu of selling something that we wouldn't get much for, we're looking to donate it.
Sounds like a good cause to me. I'm sure we're happy to help. Is there any questions or comments on that?
No, well done.
Anna, please call roll.
Madden. Foster.
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Allner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Silver.
Yes. All right, is there a motion to approve the special council meeting minutes of December 4th, 2024? Thank you, Jeff. Is there a
Second.
second? Stacy, thank you. Any questions or comments on the December 4th minutes? All right, Anna, please call roll.
Madden. Foster.
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Allner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Perry.
Yes.
Silver.
Yes. Is there a motion to approve the council meeting minutes of December 11th, 2024?
So moved.
Thank you, Stacy. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jeff. Questions or comments? Anna, please call roll.
Madden. Foster.
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Allner.
Yes.
Bilski.
Abstain.
Perry.
Yes.
Silver.
Is there a motion? Is there a motion to approve the treasurer's report for October and November of 2024?
So moved.
Thank you, Lisa. I will make a second on that. Dana?
Okay, good evening. You have your cash account summary for October 31st showing $17,872,000 in our bank accounts and investment funds. You have a summary of the monthly and year-to-date for all of our funds, and the October revenues was $1,933,000, and our October expenditures for all funds was $3,834,000. The biggest reason for the increase in expenditures was the payment we had collected for the Pinecrest TIF fund, and we didn't do the distribution until the month of October because we had a couple months of collections we were waiting on. You then have the line item for revenue and expenditures for the general fund. The general funds were at this point, 83% of the year, or 10/12ths of the year. And we have collected almost 87% of our revenues for the general fund that we had budgeted, and we spent 74% of the expenditures that were budgeted for the general fund. There's no abnormal variances. The month of November, we had $17,300,000 in our banking accounts and investment accounts. And our November revenues from all sources was $922,000, and our November expenditures was $1,483,000. And the reason for the increase in expenditures was because we made our debt payments out of our debt service fund that were due December 1st. The revenue and expenditure line item for the general fund was 91% of the year, or 11/12ths, and our revenues collected were at 94% of budget, and our general fund expenditures was at 81% of budget, and there was no outstanding unusual variances for that as well.
Dana, any questions or comments? Please call roll.
Madden? Foster?
Yes.
Allner? Bilski?
Yes.
Perry?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the tax administrator's report for October and November of 2024?
So moved.
Thank you, Stacy. Is there a second? Jeff? Dana?
You have the tax administrator report for October, and our gross collections from all sources for the month of October was $737,000. Compared to October of 2023, we see a reduction of $119,000. And our year-to-date was $6,364,000, which is a reduction of the prior year of $216,000. And when you looked at the monthly comparative, we've been talking about this pretty much most of the year. We're running on target of 2022 collections, and that's pretty much right on target from 2022. Month of November, or November 2024 collections from all sources was $637,000. Compared to November of 2023, we saw $152,000 reduction. Year-to-date 2024 from all sources was $7,001,000, which is about $368,000 less than 2023. And again, when you look at the chart, we are really staying consistent with 2022, as we have been throughout the entire year. And I anticipate December will probably reflect the same.
All right, thank you. Any questions or comments for Dana? All right, Anna, please call roll.
Madden?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Vincent?
Yes.
Allner?
Yes.
Bilski?
Yes.
Perry?
Yes.
Silver?
All right, moving on. A discussion of the bills to be paid in the month of January in the amount of $207,388.01, and additional December expenses in the amount of $233,811.15. Any questions or comments?
I have a quick question. On the second page, under additional expenses, it says Hall Public Safety outfitting 2 new Ford Explorers. It says $36,225, and we approved $34,000 tonight. Is that for these Explorers or for a different one?
Chief?
Money, so.
No, the items that you're seeing in the bills to be paid list are from 2024, so they were from last year's vehicles.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Wanted to make sure.
Sam Borges, our by extending the life of other equipment on these.
Who does the repairs? Just curious. Who does the repairs or who services the vehicles?
Service Department.
Oh, man.
How's their work?
Beyond there. A major accident.
All right, any other questions or comments? All right, moving on. Any audience comments relating to agenda items? Hey. Old business, ordinance 2024-22 as amended. An ordinance amending Chapter 1375 tree preservation of the codified ordinances of Orange Village and declaring an emergency. This is on for third reading. It has been recommended by Planning and Zoning. Are there some changes to this? Can you go over that?
After the Planning and Zoning Commission voted to recommend the passage of this ordinance, and remember, this is a building department's ordinance, so their recommendation is not required by our charter or ordinances, but the mayor wanted to run it through there just to get their feedback because they are valuable. I took another look at the way in which we propose to charge a fee. And fees charged by municipalities and other political subdivisions are supposed to reimburse for specific expenses. And my concern was that this did not limit it to that, and this is a regulatory ordinance, not a moneymaker for the village. This is so that a developer will put enough trees on the property, and there's a sufficient already in here to allow the Planning and Zoning Commission to say, you know, this is enough, this is not enough, you need to add, show us what you have. And of course, the Architectural Board of Review is there as well. And we have a member, Kathy Moran, who is a landscape architect. So we have the expertise on board. It would also create an accounting problem. What those of you who've been around a while may know about the H funds in the village. This would create more H funds that are really not necessary to achieve the regulatory result. So my recommendation is for council to make a motion to amend the ordinance from what the Planning and Zoning Commission recommended. And there were a couple of other cleanups that Bob McLaughlin got to me, specifically in 1375.06A3, which is on page 5 of the red line version that council has. Getting rid of the sentence. Sentence currently reads, here it is. The minimum amount of required tree canopy, currently it said to be preserved. We're striking those words out. So the sentence will read, the minimum amount of required tree canopy shall be calculated as provided in the table below. Those three words are confusing and not necessary to achieve the result that was intended. Happy to answer any other questions. Put a cross-reference to chapter 1327. We will be bringing back to council a list of the charges that will be imposed for the execution of this, that's separate and apart from the fund, the collection of funds for no specific purpose. So we will be back with a separate motion for that. Happy to answer any questions people may have.
All right, any
Clear cutting, or like just, does that affect clear cutting, or the standard of clear cutting?
It's not permitted, yeah. But there,
Language changed a little bit to me.
clear cutting is not currently permitted, but this tightens it up.
Remove.
Making sure it wasn't changed.
Any other questions or comments?
A motion to pass as amended.
Thank you, Stacy. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ryan.
But I'm confused. Didn't you already give us the final ones? You're not amending it again. This one is,
Well,
it's as amended, but I mean, like, we don't have to change it again, right? I just want to make sure.
what the clean version has these changes incorporated, so a motion to adopt as amended is.
Different ones. I just want to make sure I have it right.
Before we vote, I just wanted to thank Bob and Kathy and the mayor and everybody they've spent hours and hours. Who are we? You guys have all done unbelievable amounts of work in this, and having the foresight to put this forward. I think we're one of the first communities, is this true, Mayor Klein, to put something like this into place, and it's just really exceptional work to keep our community as green as possible. So thank you for the work you guys have all done.
Give Mark Majeski.
And Mark, who did, absolutely. And Mark, thank you for your revisions over and over as we ask questions over and over. So thank you for that, and all involved.
Did somebody second it? Did I miss that?
Or,
Ryan seconded.
it'll affect the vote at all on this. I wanted to interject something. You know, when we undertook the idea of creating this tree preservation ordinance, the first thing that we attempted to do is to find out if there was model legislation elsewhere in the area or elsewhere outside of the area from which we could borrow to enable us to create legislation and regulation for our community. There was none to be found. Reached out to the County Planning Commission, the county's arborist, and others, and all of them came back to us and said, when you've got this done, send it to us, because this is model legislation that we would like to enable other communities to have access to. So I, again, want to thank everybody on the committee who was involved directly, and the Planning Commission for their support and their diligence in enabling this piece of legislation to move forward. It was a long time to deliver this baby. I think elephants get born quicker, but the outcome, I think, is going to be hopefully worth the effort, and we'll have something that we can use well into the future. And we have projects that are on the runway right now that will be required to comply with this new ordinance. So thank you, and thank you to council for your support on it.
Thank you, Mayor. Anna, please call roll.
Madden,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Allner,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Perry. Yes. Silver.
Yes. Moving on, ordinance 2024-27, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter an agreement with Stephen L. Byron and Singerman Mills Desberg and Kantz Company, LPA, for legal services beginning January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025, confirming the appointment of Stephen L. Byron as law director and declaring an emergency. This is on for third reading. I will make a motion to approve ordinance 2024-27. Is there a second?
Second.
Thanks, Stacy. Any questions or comments? All right, Anna, please call roll.
Madden,
Yes.
Foster, Vincent,
Yes.
Allner,
Yes.
Bilski, Perry, Silver.
Yes.
I just have a quick question for Steve. With all of these ordinances, they remain 2024-7, even though we're passing them in 2025.
They're numbered based on when they're introduced.
On ordinance 2024-28, an ordinance appointing Blair N. Melling as the prosecutor of Orange Village, providing compensation for the prosecutor, and declaring an emergency. This is on for third reading. Is there a motion to approve 2024-28? Thank you, Lisa. Is there a second?
Second.
Thanks, Jeff. Any questions, comments?
Madden,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Allner,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Perry, Silver.
Yes. Ordinance 2024-29, an ordinance approving and confirming the appointment of Stephen Hovansik and Associates as Orange Village engineer and repealing certain ordinances and declaring an emergency. This is on for third reading. Is there a motion to approve 2024-29?
Moved.
Stacy, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thanks, Lisa. Any questions or comments? Anna?
Madden,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Vincent, Allner,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Perry, Silver.
Yes. Ordinance 2024-30, an ordinance amending certain sections of Chapter 1143, Development Plan Review of the Codified Ordinances of Orange Village, Ohio, with regard to preliminary and final development plans of real property. It's on for the third reading. It was recommended by Planning and Zoning. Any questions or comments on this one? All right, Anna, please call roll. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Need a motion on that. Thanks, Stacy. I will second that.
Just so that you're aware, this ordinance can't be an emergency ordinance because it amends your zoning code. So theoretically, the building code is in effect, and Bob will be making certain there's compliance with that. We can't officially demand that they submit plans as part of development plans for 30 days after this is adopted. But I don't envision that that's going to be a problem as a practical matter.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification. Anna, please call roll on 2024-30.
Madden, Foster, Vincent, Allner,
Yes.
Bilski, Perry, Silver.
Yes. Moving on, we did ordinance 2024-31 already. 2024-32, an ordinance authorizing the certain parcels of property in Orange Village and owned by several owners to obtain sanitary sewer services from the city of Bedford Heights via the city of Warrensville Heights, requiring that the property owners maintain all sewer facilities constructed pursuant to this authority, and requiring the payment of all costs and expenses incurred by the village in inspecting and permitting the proposed sewer improvement. This is on for second reading, and it was recommended by Planning and Zoning. Any questions or comments on this? Any change since first reading?
No.
Okay. We will vote on that next month then. Moving on, there is no new business. Any audience comments relating to matters which advance the good of the village? Sign-in sheet over there. I think you know the drill. If you could keep your comments to 2 minutes total, we'd appreciate it. Great.
Amanda Kurland, 150 Valencia Circle. I am just wanting to let everyone know about the Sustainability and Resilience Committee. We'll have our first official meeting on January 14th at 7 p.m. It'll be really interesting. I hope you'll invite lots of people to come hear Grant Kimball talk about how they turn our trash into renewable natural gas to fuel their fleet. I think it's cool. Please come.
Do they do that on the truck, like all at the same time? Like the truck turns it into fuel?
Go to the meeting and you'll find out.
Do that, yeah.
As it-
In the landfill.
That would be cool. Thank you, Amanda.
Wait a foot door.
Comments, Mayor Klein.
Thank you. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2025. I'm looking forward to another exceptional year in that regard. I wanted to begin the year with a guiding principle, a word that I will use over the course of the year to guide my decisions for the community, and that word is simply community. It will be applied to all that I do in determining the decisions we should make in the coming year and contributing to better lives for our residents, connecting us to one another, improving quality of life, and benefiting others in Orange Village, the region, the country, and the world. I normally would make the State of the Village presentation tonight, but it's going to be lengthy, and I thought there was enough on the agenda that we're going to move it to February, and we'll have that presentation then. However, I am giving speeches at the Chagrin Highlands Rotary and Lander Circle Kiwanis next week to promote some of the projects and goals that for 2025, where I hope that we can get some engagement and support and assistance from those community organizations. I think they're great, and having been a Rotarian in my past, I know that they'll be supporters. A couple of announcements. Village Hall will be closed Monday, January 20th, in remembrance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. However, trash, recycle, and collection will not change. We will have trash pickup on Monday, January 20th, as usual. Last holiday light collection will be this Friday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Orange Village Service Department, 4680 Lander. Also, holiday tree collection continues on Monday, January 13th, Tuesday, January 21st, and the last pickup will be on Monday, January 27th. Visit the website for guidelines to follow when placing your tree out for collection. Walnut Hills Residential, which is the Pinecrest residential project, had a public presentation right before the holiday. It was the presentation will be embedded on the website for those people who weren't able to make it. We not only have the visual presentation by the architect and the developer, but we hopefully will have the video of the meeting itself, and some other text information to help people understand what the project looks like and how it's going to move forward. The service department has asked that we consider, when we put paper trash in our totes, that we put them in paper bags so that when they're blown over either by wind or by snowplows, that the paper doesn't end up all over the street. So the totes will hold them better if you put the loose paper in a paper bag.
Not a plastic bag, though. The Kimball does not like
Not a plastic
plastic
bag.
bags in the recycling.
No plastic bags in the recycling. And lastly, I think it's appropriate, with that having been said, that as a New Year's resolution, we should all work on being more productive at recycling. We should make every effort to recycle and think about what we're throwing away, because there is no away. It goes somewhere. And a lot of it ends up in the ocean. Last week in Hawaii, with lots of animals that are suffering because of that. The last thing I wanted to make note of, which I think is really a wonderful thing, there was an article in Money Magazine. I don't know if I put this out in our e-news a week ago. Money Magazine published an article on the top 30 cities in Ohio, 30 suburbs to live in Ohio. And Orange Village was rated number 19. Surprisingly enough, the first 20 were mostly Columbus, but we were number 19. We were the Bernie Kosar city and a village. It was a really great article, and it's worth a read. It really says some really wonderful things about Orange Village, what's important to us and what is important to people that might want to come and live here in Orange Village. So that concludes my report.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Again, Happy New Year to everybody. I want to thank Council for your support for me to be president again for 2025. I do appreciate it. It's a obligation I take very seriously, so I do appreciate that. Mayor, you mentioned the Walnut Hills presentation. There was also presentations for council members a couple weeks ago. I was very impressed with it. I thought it looked great. I think it'll be a great addition to the community. I can't wait for everyone else to get their eyes on it as well. Amanda mentioned the committee that she's a part of. I'm a part of the Centennial Committee. I believe there's a meeting in 2 weeks for that. I never got an email invitation, but I saw it in the newsletter. Do you know about that?
Well, they must have requested it. Yeah, so then I even put it on the website as well.
Okay, so I guess the Centennial Committee is meeting, I believe it's 2 weeks from tonight, the 22nd, in here, I believe, in council chambers. Chief Roberts, he and I spoke yesterday about this. At the end of the year, the Ohio State Legislature, it was like a last-minute thing they added in the middle of the night, I think, where police departments can charge at $75 for requests for body cam footage. And Chief and I spoke about this yesterday, and he had some interesting thoughts on it, and I was just hoping you could share them with if you could grab the microphone, and probably needs to be turned on, too.
The first thing I want to make clear is I'm going to ask, I've already talked to Dana about it, I'm going to ask that Steve Byron join us in a meeting where we go over the whole thing and come up with the right plan, how to manage those rules, how to receive that revenue, should we seek that. I read it before the final copy was done, so we'll see what was left in it. And one of the provisions allowed at the time I read it for people to opt to come in and screen record what I've redacted on a PC that I provide for them. So if I have to do that work, and that's for free, by the way, to avoid paying the $75 or whatever we charge for me to send it to them. So if they opt for that and I have to redact it anyway, I'm not interested in providing them a workspace to utilize. I'll just send them what I redacted.
That would be them holding their phone up to a computer.
That's correct.
Recording on your screen.
That's how it was written in the version I read. But we'll get the final version. We'll go over it, the three of us together, and where we can and should collect those funds, we will try. Where it becomes cumbersome, we'll if I have to redact it anyway, I'm just inclined to give it to people.
Maybe I should have take a step back, or I should have said this at the beginning. This is in response to police departments across the country get a lot of requests from websites and social media for body cam footage. They'll see a news story about an incident happening, and they'll reach out and say, "Hey, I want you know," and legally they can and have the ability to do this, and it's become burdensome on police departments. So that's why this was enacted, to hopefully cut down on the amount of requests that police departments get. And I know City of Cleveland said they would not charge, Plain Dealer and Cleveland.com and the news, the local news networks for requests. So I think that's something to consider as well, something to discuss when you have that discussion with.
Certainly, we have partners in the region already. Media partners are our partners, and we have a good relationship there. But we need to get with the law director and find out where we draw the lines of the partnerships. So. Yeah. It's all so new, and it needs some more work, and maybe I would like to have a better report for you in February.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Chief, I have a question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Does it make any difference where they're located when they request? So could it be somebody in like England or out of the country, or is it just like the local area?
What we're finding is there's a lot of entrepreneurs all over America that there's one outfit, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it's like a body cam website where they put content together, and so they read headlines in newspapers, and then they find out where they can get the video from, and they say send it to us. So we send stuff to the West Coast when people ask for it. They're all over the nation. And with the privacy laws, they don't even have to tell us who they are. If they choose to, they can. Some of the other things, if they make an overly broad request, we can ask them to narrow that down. But sometimes overly broad requests aren't exactly that when they say, we want all your reports on officer uses of force for the last 6 months. Well, in a big metropolitan department, that would be overly broad because there might be a lot. In Orange, if I go research that and I find there was 3, then that overly broad request is no longer overly broad and I have to comply. So currently, we're at the end stages of building up our infrastructure to be able to more quickly produce this type of video. And at the end of the month, we'll go to that new Motorola software that you all allowed me to purchase last year. And that will allow me to do it much faster. We probably have a 30-day backlog from trying to catch up to what has already been asked for. And once we get it to even, it's my goal to be able to do it with the infrastructure we have, the people we have, almost on demand. So if a request came in for this video on a Monday, I'd like to give it to them by next Monday, at the longest. So that's the current goal of the police department.
All right, thank you, Chief. Any other questions regarding this? All right, that is all the comments I had. Is this the order you want to go in here? Yeah. Comments by council members. Phil Madden.
I want to encourage everyone to come to the sustainability meeting next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And
All right, Jeff Foster.
Happy New Year to everybody. I had the chance in December to do Shop with a Cop, and it was fun. It's the first time I had ever done it. Even when I was in the military, I was a first sergeant. I didn't get a chance to do that type of stuff. So getting to hang, meet people, and was it Jason who I rode with? Justin Schwartz. He did a great job. Fun. The kids all had a good time. We kind of tag team back and forth and split. And so in the spirit of Martin Luther King, I advise everybody to volunteer more. It's just not one day, it's every day where you can help somebody. You guys did a great job, and it was fun. So thank you. I couldn't remember her name. Yes, she was just there and very nice.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Stacy Vincent.
Oh, I'm next. Good evening and Happy New Year. I want to thank everybody for their appointment as President Pro Tem. Once again, I'm honored, and I look forward to continuing the wonderful collaborative work we've all done with President Silver, Mayor Klein, and everybody on council as we continue to serve the fantastic residents of Orange Village together. I want to thank Bob and the service department for the many hours of snow removal over the last few weeks. We had a really nice early December, and then all of a sudden we got bombarded. So thank you for all that work. In my final report as a member of Planning and Zoning, I will let you all know that the commission will hold its first meeting of 2025 on Tuesday, January 21st at 6:30. All are welcome. I do have a quick question about the marijuana moratorium, because I think we're at that point now where we're at about the 6-month mark again. Do we know what the date is? Do we have to renew that? Or do we? I don't think we did a year. I think we did 6 months. Right. So do we need to bring it up again, or it's now just open for anybody who wants to apply? Okay, so we're not extending the moratorium was the question, I guess.
If there's a desire to, we can discuss it.
Okay.
I think we should put that on the agenda for February then.
I mean, I think we can put it on the agenda for discussion for February.
Okay.
Don't worry about anyone moving in between now and then. So.
Yeah. The school board will hold its organizational meeting for 2025 on Monday evening, January 13th at 6 p.m. Heads up to all of our residents who have young children. The Orange Inclusive Preschool screening will be held on February 21st, and the 25-26 Kindergarten Information Night is coming up on January 30th, which will be followed by registration on February 5th and 6th. Additional information for the future class, brace yourself, everybody, of 2038 is on the school website if you need more information about that. I know, right? 2038. As a reminder, our organizational meeting for the Arts and Culture Committee is tomorrow night, January 9th at 7 p.m. All are welcome to come and share ideas and thoughts as we plan for the future. If you have any ideas about anything and you are not a member of the committee, you're still welcome, and we still welcome your ideas. As a reminder, the slice of orange that goes in the newsletter, we're always looking for individuals with unique orange stories to tell. So if you have anyone in mind, please let me know, and we'll get the questions to them so that they can get in the next newsletter. And also a reminder to all, don't forget about those Orange for the Holidays coupon books. The holidays may be over, but the coupons are still valid, good all month long, so take advantage of those wonderful offers. Now is a great time to begin fulfilling your service resolutions for 2025. As the mayor mentioned, the Kiwanis Club of Lander Circle is always up for welcoming new members. Come check out our January meeting on Wednesday, January 15th, which features not only our mayor, but also our Orange School Staff Member of the Year. The festivities will be at 7 o'clock at the Orange Senior Center. Speaking of service, I also want to wish everyone a safe and rewarding Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. We have so many wonderful opportunities for service and volunteerism, giving back to the community right here in Orange Village and all around Northeast Ohio. I want to quote Dr. King, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. Anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Stacy. Kim Olner.
Thank you, and thank you for the appointment to Planning and Zoning. I'm looking forward to that. The Orange Cares Committee will meet on Tuesday, January 14th at 7 p.m. in council chambers. I know the Sustainability is meeting the same night. I believe it's Sustainability on the 14th. They're in the Woodell room. So we are in, Orange Cares will be here in this council chambers room. One last thing. Now is the time where seniors at the high school are looking for placements for their senior projects. So if you have a business or something where you are able to allow a senior high school student to participate for their project, whether it's an internship or shadowing or, doing something where they can learn about, a potential career for them, I would highly encourage people to do that. It, helps our future generation.
Thank you. Ryan Bilski.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody. I will first start with update on our Economic Development Committee. We had our first meeting on the 17th of December. It was a nice meeting, good turnout. Had a nice group of people show up, and great to kind of get to meet all these new folks. A bunch of people I had never met before here in the community. Got a diverse set of backgrounds, so it's a good group of people. Got a few measures underway there, but the next meeting is coming up on the 4th of February at 6:45. Encourage everybody to attend if you'd like to. Another thing that I would like to mention, if you haven't read the newsletter that was sent out yesterday, yesterday, there was a little piece that I added to the newsletter where I gave a little bit of background about myself. There's a lot of people, I think, who I haven't had the opportunity to meet directly here in Orange Village. So it was a nice opportunity to just share a little bit of my background, where I come from, what I do when I'm not here. And also wanted to introduce a program that I've thought about for a while called Active Orange. My vision for Active Orange for Orange Village is to encourage physical activity. I think through physical activity, a lot of good things can come out of that for folks. It's not just about what you can do for yourself physically as a result, but I think if I don't go for a run, my wife sometimes doesn't want me in the house. So there's a big mental component. There's a big community component to what I envision this program turning into. So I would, more to come. Stay tuned for some more information. I have to figure out the right approach to, I need help from others across the community. This is for all folks of all capabilities, physical interests. I think the idea kind of stems from a popular walking group that I knew when I lived down in Columbus, Ohio. New Albany, they had one of the most famous walking groups that was a very successful group of folks, and it was a very important part of their lives on a daily basis. But that's kind of where I got the idea for this. But I think, again, a lot can come out of it in terms of supporting community wellness, and I think wellness across the community just leads to a healthier community overall. So anyway, stay tuned for more information on Active Orange. Maybe we're going to get shirts or hats or something, bumper stickers, all that good stuff. So, all right, nothing further.
Very good. Thank you. Lisa Perry.
That?
Beer cooler.
That too. I mean, you need a drink when you're done walking.
Water, yeah, water.
We do it all.
Lisa.
Sounds fun. Thank you, Ryan. I'd love to do that too, so count me in.
Great.
Parks and Rec Committee met last month. We are exploring potential new areas and looking broadly at Orange Village, like where would the best location for a potential dog park be in Orange. Not just assuming that that's the best location where it's currently located. And also the committee members are going out and looking at other dog parks and looking at best practices. So lots happening in our committee. You're welcome to join us. We meet the third Tuesday of the month, so I think the next one's the 21st at 7 p.m. If you're also interested in being on the committee, you're welcome to join. I also did Shop with a Cop this year. What an honor that was. I know all of us there's not space for all of us to do it, but that was really fun for me this year to do that. So I think Joyce Sherwood, who arranged the Orange Village part, this is with other communities. It was really a well-oiled machine. We had over 250 kids that we took into a Walmart while it was open. And a $150 gift card to spend. And it was just so fun to help them pick out their things. All the kids that I talked to were buying for their family members, not just themselves, which I was stunned. It's great. They provide lunch, big parade of flashing lights. It was fun.
Lisa, I think there were 17 from Orange. Was it 17 from Orange? The number was huge, I remember. And thank you also to the generosity. I did it last year. Wasn't able to go this past year, but the generosity of everybody to enable that many kids to get that opportunity is just amazing. So thank you to all who donated and contributed, and the work that you all do, and especially Officer Joyce. Yeah.
Miles for miles.
Yeah.
There were a lot of smiles.
So looking forward to next year if I have the honor again, but I love donating towards it too. So that's the end of my report, I think.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I will make a motion to adjourn to executive session for the purpose of discussing the appointment of village officials. Is there a second?
Second.
I heard Kim first.
It's an echo.
Anna, please call roll on that.
Sorry. Madden?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Vincent?
Yes.
Allner? Bilski?
Yes.
Perry?
Yes.
Silver?
Will there be?
I
don't think so.
Nope.
There will be no business after executive session.